Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Monday evening. So I hope you had a great day. Hope whatever you did, you were healthy, you were safe, and you looked after yourself. I've got a couple of interesting stories to talk about today, revolving around Christian Romero, who potentially could have left in the summer, as well as a very interesting update around Ivan Perisic potentially leaving in January. So let's talk about it. And I'm going to start actually with the Romero one, just because I found it the most fascinating. So this came from Michael Bridge on Sky Sports, who put out that with Romero, he got told by a very good source that if Conte would have stayed, Romero would have left. It's irrelevant now, but I don't think they clicked at all. I don't know if I'd say it surprised me, but I was a bit perplexed by it a little bit. Now, I didn't realise, obviously, potentially the relationship was that bad. I kind of thought Romero took another leap under Conte and actually progressed a little bit. What potentially it could have been is around the style of play. I think a lot of the players were unhappy around the style of play they were playing. It didn't feel like they were attacking enough. I feel like they're working too much defensively, to be honest. You know, if you've got the ball, you don't have to work as hard defensively, you know. I did find that a little bit shocking to think, you know, he likes Spurs. He's really happy at Spurs. But had Conte still been here this summer, he would have tried to force a move. It is fascinating. It is very interesting. I think you fast forward now and look at him now ahead of, you know, this season so far, you know, scoring 2 goals already this season, you know, being a defensive stalwart, being our defensive leader and being the vice captain. You could tell he actually wants to be here. You could tell actually his performances have improved a little bit more. I think all the while, he no longer really has to worry about the left-hand side of the field because Udogie and Mickey van der Ven are competent defenders. He only really has to worry about his side of the field, which allows him to press the ball a bit more, to be a bit more aggressive in the challenge, which, hey, so far this season, he's been fantastic. We've had no issues disciplinary with him so far this season. And actually allows Pedro Porro to have a bit more support, to allow him to go forward a bit more, which in turn you've seen this season, attacking-wise, Pedro Porro has been a fantastic fullback for us. So I wanted to bring it up. Look, he's not going, obviously, but I thought it was absolutely fascinating that the relationship had broken down that much. I was surprised, to be honest. So let's talk a little bit around Vuskovic and Perisic. So Vuskovic, from Hajduk Split, I got taught how to say it. So thank you very much. He's expected to join Spurs in 2025 when he turns 18. Okay. Again, we're still sort of waiting to see what the fee of the transfer is, but we have at least a date when we know we're going to be having him. Okay. So it still means come January time, we still need to be looking at centre-backs unless Ange is absolutely sold on Phillips and Dorrington being 2 backups as well as Davies. But this came from Nizar Kinsella in The Standard, and he said that Ivan Perisic is now considering his options with his current Tottenham contract set to expire at the end of the season. Hajduk Split believe they are in the front of the queue to re-sign their former academy player and can make the move as soon as next transfer window opens in January. It's something I've actually had comments in from other videos around Perisic and potentially leaving. I think Ange likes his versatility. I think versatility in any club is absolutely amazing. You think James Milner's made a career out being one of the best versatile players probably in the Premier League history in terms of the sheer amount of positions he can play. It does make me kind of feel like when you think of the attacking options, let's say just on the attacking front, you know, left wing you've got Solomon Son, right wing you've got Johnson and Kulu. Up front, you've got Richie, Son to back him, Veliz. You start to look at it and go, okay, well, that's got some depth there. And, you know, maybe you get one more in there if, you know, Perisic was to leave and then you've got a nice sort of setup. I mean, you still got Brian Hill in that situation as well. You then go into the midfield 3 and we've got, you know, 8 or 9 players in that situation there. At left back, you've got Destiny Udogie, Ben Davies, and, well, Pep Sessegnon still to come back. So you start to look at it, and I think Perisic might be looking at it going, actually, there's a lot of depth in this squad that even my versatility doesn't really impact because we've already got the depth that we wanted. Versatility allows me to masquerade through different positions. I'm not going to have that ability because we don't need that. And it's interesting to think that, I mean, I was happy he stayed. I thought he played really well in pre-season. I think he does go well in Ange's system. But in the case of that, if he wants to go back to his, first club, I would let him. Not because I don't think he's good. I just think do right by him. If you're not going to truly use him, you could save money on the wages. You could save the money on these sort of things that if you're not going to use him, move him on, You save a bit of money. Maybe that allows you to go and get that replacement. Maybe you go and get a versatile young player that can give you that replacement through different positions that you can kind of groom and train up and that sort of thing. And I don't hate that. Maybe you take that money and you go and get an actual out-and-out striker. I'm not saying a top-class striker. Maybe you go and get a gift orban, for example. Maybe you save a bit of money and go, actually, we need that towards the centre-half position. We're going to put it towards that. All these things potentially you could do, and it would probably suit us better to do that. I don't know what you guys think, and I know you'll tell me, but I do kind of think if you're not going to use him, you could use his wages. I mean, he's on 180 odd grand a week. He's on a lot of money. You'd save a lot of money if you let him go for the last 6 months. You could put some of that wage money that you're saving towards the wages of the new player. That kind of vibe, But hey. Anyway, guys, that's the end of it. Just a nice quick one, just a nice quick update. I didn't want to drag it on too much. Hope you did enjoy the update. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below. One about the Romero situation. Was you shocked by that? You let me know on that, but also let me know about the Perisic thing. Would you be happy to let him go? And if you were, let me know the replacement that you kind of have your eye on. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. The road to 1400 is certainly and truly on. And hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.